There are so many types of guitar strings nowadays that at times it's hard to decide which brand or even which gauge you should go with. So in a small experiment for myself, I'm going to test out the GHS Boomers against some Stringjoy strings. Now what's special about the Stringjoy is apparently they have a B string that is strung a half a gauge thicker, and also the low string is a 48 instead of a 46. Now if you look at the light gauge on the Boomers here, we have a 10, a 13, a 17, a 26, 36, and a 46. So really the only difference between these two packs are the 13 and the 48 of the Stringjoy. Everything else is the same. But apparently this set is supposed to make your guitar feel more balanced as you're playing. So what I have is 4 guitars. 2 of them are set up with Boomers, and the other 2 are set up with Stringjoy strings. And we're just going to do a little bit of playing and figure out, is it worth the extra cost just to get 2 different strings in your set? Now I know this can feel different depending on the type of guitar that you're playing. So in this first test, I'm going to try out the S-style scale length, and I'm also going to use my T-style. So the S-style is going to have the Boomers, and the T-style is going to have the Stringjoy, but the scale length should be exactly the same. So first off, the Boomers feel like a normal guitar string. I'm not going to really expect amazing things from these Boomers. But the bottom string is a 46 and the B string is a 13. So let's just go ahead and play a few scales and a few chords. Then I'll go over and test the T-style, and I'll let you know how that feels as well. Okay, let's do a little bit of bending on the B string. Here's the Reverend Greycock Gristle Master. This is just a Telecaster with a little enlarged body, but it has the same scale length as the Gil Perry Signature that I just got done playing. So this is going to have the 48 gauge string on the bottom and a 13.5 gauge on the B string. Let's do a bend test. I feel just a little bit more tension, but that should be normal because this is a half gauge higher than what's on the Strat. I do feel a little bit of a difference on the low string, but I'm not sure if that's a deal breaker or not, or even worth the extra cost. Alright, so I'm not really going for exact tone in this experiment. I'm just going for playability and overall feel. really feel like this comes down to personal preference. Are you going to like the thicker low string and the slightly thicker B string? Maybe you would, but between the two strings, I don't feel a difference as the string touches my skin. Like one doesn't feel smoother than the other. They're about the same. Now let's go for a Les Paul style scale length. And in this experiment, I'm going to use the Eastman SB59 versus my Sensei from Reverend. So the Reverend is going to have these Stringjoy strings, and the Sensei is going to have the boomers. So let's start off with the Stringjoy on this experiment. Now I'm looking at a set of 11 gauge strings, and the B string is a 14 and the low E string is a 50. So we are creeping a little closer to the 11 gauge settings on the B and the low E string. But bending on a 13.5 is, it's still fairly easy, but I can feel more tension for some reason on the Les Paul style scale length. Then let's play up a little bit higher. I think chords feel fine under the fingers. Alright, switch over to the SB59. Kind of feeling the boomers and then comparing that to the feel of these Stringjoy strings. They feel about the same to me. Yeah, I don't feel a difference between the two sets of strings here. Alright guys, so here are my final thoughts. I have tried Stringjoy in the past, and I still didn't find a huge difference compared to the strings I normally use. And I think it was worth the experiment, just trying out a different gauge of strings. But I think in this instance, you could buy 2 packs of boomers for about $12, and you can get 1 pack of Stringjoy for about $12 to $15. So if you're a musician who's playing out a lot and you're also changing strings a lot and you want to try and save a little bit of money, I think getting Ernie Balls, boomers, or Diodarios at a much reduced cost might be the best option for you. Now, if you really just have to have the special string gauges that Stringjoy provides and you don't mind spending a little extra money, then by all means, go ahead and spend the extra money, get the Stringjoys, and you should be good to go. But for my purposes here in the studio, I have many different guitars. I don't really change strings all that often, so when I do buy strings, it's kind of few and far between. So I think I'm just going to stick with my lower cost brand and just move on from here. So let me know what you think down in the comments, and also let me know what type of strings that you like to use. And be sure to subscribe down below, click the bell, and also be sure to check out my Ultimate Access bundle that happens to be on sale right now. So head over to the website and check out what I have to offer as far as music theory, lessons on gear, and a full music production course. So in the meantime, I'm Dr. McFarland. I will see you in the next video. Keep rocking.